Hey guys, Informed Fitness here again. So some of you may have been expecting this video to be my response video to my 200 sub special question, which was what is success to you? And I did want to post that tonight. It's Thursday night, but when I started to earlier go through all the responses, all the comments, I didn't realize how many of them there were, which is awesome. There was a lot, so I want to take my time and put out a proper response video. You guys took the time out to post a bunch of amazing comments, the ones that I've been through so far, and I'm sure they're probably even going to get better. So I want to take my time to put out a good video for you guys. It's the least I could do, right? And also, so I'm going to post that Monday, and then also the next day will be Tuesday. I'm going to put up my my physique update video, because for some of you know, some of you don't, but I've been cutting for about 5 months now, I think it is, maybe even 6 by now. So I'm going to post a physique update Tuesday. So anyway, this video real quick, I just want to touch on something that I saw in the success response comments. And what it was in a lot of the comments, people basically, to sum it up, people put that success is not about gaining money and wealth and materialistic things. And I think we can all agree with that, and I do too. But what I want to talk about is, while most people will say that success is not about having money and material things. It's about having a good family life and all these different things. But my problem with that is that most people who say that, it's actually, and again, I agree with it, but they're saying that from a point where it's actually, they see money as a bad thing, even if they don't totally realize it, but they see having things and being wealthy as something that is bad. This can come from a lot of different things, but usually just stems from like social conditioning. Think about it. Anytime you're in a car you're driving yourself, or you're driving with your dad or your buddies, and you see some guy trying to get in front of you, if he's in a pickup truck, what do? You let him in front of you. If he's in a Porsche, what do? You're like, yeah, screw you, buddy. Screw this rich jerk. I'm not letting him get in front of me. He can wait, you know? And it's just like tons of little things like that over the years that builds up this kind of subconscious, deep-rooted belief that like having money and being wealthy, that it like kind of makes you a jerk or a bad person, and having things like that is bad. And also, maybe this is like my own thing, but I think that it's just something that's formulated over the centuries, that it was just a way for people to cope together who were poor and didn't have money. It was just, they all, unfortunately, people love to band together to hate on something, and so they got together and decided that rich people were evil and started to hate on them, And while yes, there are evil rich people and all these different things, but the fact is that, and I think we can all agree on this logically, the fact is that being wealthy alone and having materialistic things, having a huge house and Lamborghinis and owning your own friggin' island, all this stuff, whatever, that in of itself does not make you a bad person. Now, you may have done bad things to get all those things, but that in of itself, it doesn't make you a bad person. Being wealthy does not make you a bad person, but more importantly, and the point of this video is, wanting wealth and wanting things does not make you a bad person. It is okay to want money. It is okay to want materialistic things. Now, yes, they shouldn't be the most important things that you're striving for, but it is okay to want these things. And until you get that into your subconscious that it is okay to have these things, you will never have them. Now, maybe you say, oh, well, it's okay, I don't mind, I don't care if I don't want to ever be a millionaire, it doesn't matter to me, I just want to be comfortable, I just want to send my kids to college, I just want to maybe be able to travel Europe one day. Well, guess what? All those things still take money. And if you have any kind of negative connotation towards money and wealth, it is always going to be difficult to attract it, any amount of it. That's why most people struggle with money their entire lives. Even people who make good money, doctors that make, well over 6 digits a year, they still struggle with money all the time because they kind of always had this negative connotation towards, that being wealthy and having the materialistic things, that it's like there's something like you can't, if you have too much of it, then you're greedy and you're a bad person. And that's not true. It's just not. So I just invite you to maybe think about this a little bit and try to open your mind to a couple different ideas about it, that being I'm not saying to go out now and then start just trying, throw your passions away and just start trying to earn money, but you just at least need to be okay to the idea of bringing more money into your life. Like anybody who's doing these YouTube channels, if they become successful for you one day, it's going to start bringing money into your life. And now, if you have a deep-rooted negative belief towards gaining money, that's a bad thing, then as soon as your channel starts to become successful, you could actually self-sabotage your channel, because when it starts bringing in money, something is going to be off and you're going to actually self-sabotage. That's why a lot of people who come into money, like lottery winners, they end up giving it all away. They self-sabotage because a lot of times it's because they feel that they've become something they didn't want to. But anyway, I'm going to cut it off there. This video is getting too long as it is. So if you want me to talk about this a little bit more, because this is a subject that I really like and I could go on and on about. If you want to talk about it a little bit more, leave comments. I'll comment back and forth. Or even if people request, I can go into a much lengthier video if you really want to see some more. Or I could recommend some videos if you'd like to. So just let me know. But real quick, how this all ties into fitness is, for any of you beginners out there, when you see that big muscular guy and think he's just some steroid musclehead jerk, or any women who sees some girl who's fit and in shape and you think she's just a skinny you-know-what, well, if you have a negative outlook on that person, how can you expect to adopt the same kind of lifestyle? But anyway, thanks for watching. As always, Informed Fitness.